Why, hello. I know. No. No. I'm gonna come at this from a place of humility, which is something I don't do well. Yeah. Yeah, let's chalk this up one first time on the Smart Tank Revolution profile that Joey Business is coming at you humble. Why? Not because he's a humble person, far from. Not because he's a desperate person, no less. But because he's a person. And this deserves a person's touch. Okay. Wow. I'm tasked with this because my cohort and much, much better magnate, Donnie Wonderful, than me usually handles this. But Donnie left the unceremoniously task about what's going on in the wrestling world to me. Okay. So, I will let you know. Okay. We are characters of our lives. When STR was created years ago by myself with the incredible Donnie Wonderful, it was supposed to be a love letter to everything we care about. Purely. And we do. And sometimes we've been there and sometimes we've let you down. Okay? Here's the hard part. We are all human. And I, Joey Business, fuck it. I, Joey, have let you down way more than Donnie ever could. You know why? Donnie is a stalwart, dedicated, human being. And I love him. Okay? But that doesn't mean he doesn't have his bad days. And I think this is a great task that he's tasked me with. Because usually I'm a wordsmith and I can gab my way out of every situation. Okay? I can't. Donnie is a better host. He's a better colleague. He's a better friend. He's a better entity. He's a better singularity than me. But here's the thing. Just because he is doesn't mean I am not am. Okay? I am in the process of failing upward. Now, I'm going to do something unconventional. And you might say, what? Who cares? You have a few listeners. No, we don't. We have a lot of listeners. You know why? Because we're good. Because we're authentic. Because we're real. And because we have Donnie. Donnie's a rock. Okay? Before I met Donnie, I was a guy who adored wrestling and had so much knowledge, but nowhere to share it with or contrast it with. And then one day I met my counterpart in this amazing situation. And when I say counterpart, I mean opposite in every single way, except for our passion in wrestling. I mean, swear to God, ladies, you ever meet Donnie, you're not going home not pregnant. But this isn't about that. This is about the assignment. And the assignment I've been tasked. I'm also proud because this has been, in my life, in my chronicles, not Donnie's, a very down year. And it's been extremely hard to climb out of. And there are personal things that I will keep just for me and him. But there's a lot of things that I will share with you. Okay? This year, personally, professionally, emotionally, 2025 has chosen to be the hardest, most difficult, most painful region of Joey Business's life. I'm not blaming things. I'm not pointing fingers. It's just a fact. But what I can tell you is that Donnie Wonderful has been simply wonderful. He's been that. He's been an amazing business partner who keeps things afloat and always pushes forward. But more importantly, guys, he's been the best human being I've ever known. And because he does the editing for every single one of our content, he'll hear this for the first time. So I need to give a few things of myself. I've known Donnie for 6 years. And it's been a gracious 6 years. We met by accident because we happened to be working the same gig. The same gig that we're both completely grateful for. But for me, maybe I'm grateful for it differently. See, I have been, if you've listened to this channel, I have been a dedicated fan and advocate of pro wrestling since I was 5 years old. Since the day I've been introduced to it. And since the day I've been introduced to it, I have been on this road that I've been fortunate enough to have so many pit stops. That has helped me appreciate it and just ingrained that feeling many times more. But I have to say, and I know there are many of you out there, I have to say, if there have been many of you out there on this road, you have stories too. But your favorite thing about the stories may not be what you'd thought it would be. You know? Like, for a kid who frequented the old garden and has rubbed or been across many elbows, for example, you might say your favorite thing is meeting Hulk Hogan or The Undertaker or Macho Man. So, for you, it might seem jarring for me to tell you that my favorite moment was meeting my friend who felt exactly the same way I felt. Who can describe and reinforce and reiterate my feelings into a different one. See, it might surprise people that my favorite pro wrestling story isn't even about a pro wrestler. And this is true. Because I've met pretty much everyone I've ever wanted to meet in this business, somehow or other. And I'm grateful. No. My favorite pro wrestling story is meeting the person who I now call my brother, who just had the courage to simply sit and have a half-hour talk with me. Give me a chance. Listen to me. Hear me, bitch. Hear me disagree about who the best wrestler was. He claims Bret Hart. Fine. I know that's where the majority of you guys go. And I said Shawn Michaels. And somehow, after that first complete, clash, we've been able to remain as close as we are. We've built a channel. We've built a business. But most importantly, he's been my friend. And that's what I've wanted to dedicate this to. I don't really care where STR goes, because STR was an idea between two friends who love and adore wrestling, who played N64, and was just a little fortunate enough to meet some heroes along the way. But I'm not gonna lie. If you guys stick around and you guys care, we are gonna bring STR very, very far. There isn't a limit. There is a passion. And there's an ethic. But it started with a conversation and an idea that I will never forget and I will always treasure. So I was tasked with our next content idea. And I decided it should be about us. But also, guys, about Donnie. Because he is the steam, the engine, the propulsion. I'm just a loudmouth. So please give him everything he deserves. Because if I could, I'd give him so much more. And it's almost his birthday. So, happy birthday. And thank you for giving me a point and a target for our dreams. Plus, I know you're the favorite, so just keep on bringing it in, dude. Thank you. Bye.